find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking. Cause real spit you don't find that often. Every discussion from experience. And hopefully within it delivers some deliverance. It's all facts and opinionated. From the West where that real spit originated. Brothers truly trying to save a soul. Provoke thought so we can really designate a goal. We on that grown man scribble. The ball in our court with command on the dribble. This is something that'll help the show. Cause it's something that'll help us grow. We see exactly what the people need. Now welcome to the show, Spitting Policies. Welcome to the show, Spitting Policies. Welcome to the show, Spitting Policies. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking. Cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking. Cause real spit you don't find that often. Spitting Policies.
Seeds.
Hey man.
Yeah, you can hear
Come on,
it.
We're live. So just go, we're live. Yes.
Yes, nigga said out loud like that.
Come on, the
Unprofessional
show
ass.
has started. Hey, come on in. Come on in.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Yeah,
Spit. What day is it?
Spitting Policies Day.
Spit Policies Day.
Spitting policies.
Y'all act like y'all lost.
We the fellas with the beards and the ball heads. Spitting policies.
You keep pointing at stuff. I don't know if he's throwing gang signs or
But let's do this, man. Let's do this. While we get it together in here, look, we're having a little technical difficulty, but look, the topic of the show is Grandma said. What did your grandmama say? Let's talk about the principles and the lack thereof these days, right?
Yep. It's definitely it's lacking some grandma philosophy going on.
Yeah. So before
Right
we do that, let me go over here and see how everybody's day is.
I know. That's what I'm trying to get right now. Give me your mic.
KT,
Yes, sir.
how's your day, man?
Oh, I got you. I got you. Man, great. Man, it's good, man. You know,
That's it. It's
even
good.
man. You know what? Even,
You
man,
look better than that, man.
man. It's you know what, man. If I tell you how good God is, if I just tell it,
Try me.
and I mean, you know, when it's when you feel it, you
Yeah.
in tune, and you operate, and that's that's my main thing now, man. I'm trying to operate in his blessing, his whatever he has for me, man. I'm trying to secure my soul.
Nice.
You know, that's where I am right, you know, now, man. I'm on a whole different thing. So I'm good. Good, bro.
Okay. Let me go a little bit to your immediate left. The man that sees sunshine
On a cloudy day.
on a cloudy day. He can't help it with the glasses on.
We had to do, you know,
Canoe. What's good,
we
brother?
had to make a little lemonade because when we was talking about the philosophies of our elders, my grandfather used to make some great lemonade right off the lemon tree out the backyard.
Yeah.
Something fresh
You're
and refreshing.
definitely channeling that
and memorabilia of him.
Okay.
I decided to wear this on the show.
Because your shirt
Because you
look,
know what they say? When life gives you lemons,
you made
make
lemonade.
lemonade.
Yeah. Yeah, he got a
That's
lemon.
what that's
He-
one of the
he
things.
got
I'm already throwing them out there. I'm already throwing them out
Give him a
there.
preview.
You know what I'm
Give
saying?
him a preview.
When your week is giving you lemons, especially as hot as it's been in LA.
So he just letting y'all know he got a lemon tree that produces shirts.
You make some lemonade.
Yeah.
That's how my week been, man.
All
Other than
different
that,
sizes.
You know, God is a magnificent God.
Man,
That's
come
all I
on.
want to say.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Let me ask you to do one thing for me, Canoe. Can you kick it over there to Baby Bubba to your left?
I definitely kick it.
Yeah, baby.
Can you kick it?
Yeah, boy,
Yes, you
baby,
can.
boy.
Can you kick it?
Well, then kick it.
Well, I must say this. My week is filled with work-life balance and rhythm, speed, and balance. And I really need it. I'm living it right now. So right now, I'm really on work-life balance, rhythm, speed, and balance. Catch my rhythm. Make sure I'm balanced. And I have work, life, and balance. That's it.
Yeah.
You snatched every word out that sentence.
Everything.
I got 2 plates and both of them heavy. I thank God they ain't paper. 2 porcelain plates.
Okay.
Portion play.
So
Okay.
you share with us. One of the brighter spots of my week is my daughter has been gone all summer, and I get to see her, and she just came back yesterday. So welcome back, Leilani.
Okay.
And that's been a joy.
Oh,
Irvin, how's your week been, man?
man,
Share with us your week.
little good and challenging.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I consider myself a masculine young fellow, and man, Monday, man, I felt some kind of way, man. I lost my dog, man.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I've had him, I think, 9 or 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
You never know until you. That's not the first dog I lost, but
Right.
it doesn't get any easier.
I remember Pepper.
Yeah, that was the first dog, a Dalmatian.
Yeah.
The next dog was a Rottweiler.
Right.
This dog was a Ghana Corso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks
Rest
like
in
you been
peace,
working
Watts.
out.
Yeah.
You
Hey
been
man,
working it off.
I'm trying to be healthy, man.
Hey, work it off.
I'm making
work
a
it out.
conscious
Decision.
effort.
Yeah.
To to fight for health.
So before
At this
you
point.
come, I know you went there. Well, are you gonna get another dog, or are you?
You know what I
through, or
think
gonna
about
wait
this
for
was
a
what
while?
I think I'm gonna wait for a while. I think I want to fix my backyard up, put
Okay.
some backyard furniture back there, and some of the little lights that hang
Yeah.
across the backyard.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
relax because
Gotcha.
I couldn't do that with the dogs
Wait a
tear
minute now.
everything
They
up.
don't- Yeah. They
You
damn
go have a
sure do that.
lounge
Yeah,
backyard.
exactly.
Yeah,
Little
damn sure
extension
do
of the
that.
studio. Yeah, man.
But
Yeah.
black folks grow attached to their animals too.
Yeah, they do. That's why I set it up that way.
Yeah,
I said, hey,
yeah.
man, I consider myself, man, but I felt some kind of
Yeah,
way.
and you
The only
should.
difference with black folks is we find our dogs,
Well, not
And
these.
we-
Well,
and we might not have insurance on them.
to take them to the vet.
Yeah.
Eat some grass. But shit, these dogs nowadays, man, black folks spending big
Well,
money.
absolutely,
On them.
and they're getting stolen. From
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't that, yeah.
Lady came in today. She had some Frenchies for $1,500.
Mm.
7 of them.
Actually, that's kind of
That's
cheap.
cheap for Frank.
That's cheap.
Hey, she getting them off.
Yeah, because it's cheap.
Yeah, she came in
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, let's get to the show,
Yeah,
guys. Let's get to the show, man. Grandma said, what does that mean to you, Trevor? What did Grandma say? What does that mean?
Man, I'm gonna say this. Grandma was somebody that you loved, that you listened to, and if she grabbed you by your collar, or if she sat down and talked to you, if you did whatever chore she wanted you to do, it seemed like it had a different level of respect because she spoke to you with wisdom. And when my grandma spoke, that genuine love, care, concern was awesome. So when she spoke principles into my spirit, it just really was, it dug deeper because she solidified what my mom was teaching me and confirmed it. So as a result, it was awesome, man, because principles, those are what help to gauge your moral compass. Those are some things that are standards in life that help gauge a person's perspective, keep them grounded, help them to grow, help them to be able to understand and communicate with their own choices. Being able to communicate with your own choices, like, okay, hold on, what's going to be the sweet and sour of this? And when my grandma spoke in principles, it kind of made me rethink. Like, she would always ask, for example, why? What's the purpose of? Don't live without purpose. So for me, man, I think listening to, talking to, communicating with my grandmother and some of the historic things that she would tell me, it gave me clarity and understanding. Because wherever your lineage is, that may be where you'll go.
I don't think they don't make any grandmas no more.
No,
they make
especially not like that.
they make glamas and
Yeah.
They don't even want to be called
Man,
grandma.
you
They
better not call them grandma.
Other names. for
Man,
So
you know.
Yes.
yeah, as soon as I find out they don't want to be called, I go even further. You're my dear or
Yeah. For real.
None of that.
Nana.
None of that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Now they
grandma be
90s,
fly
yeah.
now,
Yeah.
and grandmas want to party too.
Yeah.
You know,
It ain't
I
like they
respect that
used
view.
to be.
Nah.
These right here, man.
They got the G milfs.
I think it's because we want to. What? G
I
milf?
if you don't know what it is,
Hey, listen, we definitely want to hear from some grandmoms today. Then,
But they not
hear from some
grandmas, so they
some
ain't,
nanas.
the grandmas are
Well,
gone.
we want to hear from women that have grandkids,
You know, Grammys.
that share with and teach or speaking to the spirit of their grandchild.
Let me
definitely
say
wanna
one
add some of the
one
principles.
attribute of a grandma that I miss is that it was twofold. They cared and they didn't care. They cared enough to care for you, but they didn't care if it made you mad that they corrected you, that they chastened you. They didn't care about embarrassing you in order to keep the family intact and instilling the fear of God in us.
Yeah.
So a lot of things left when
They left.
they left.
And you know what? It reminds me, man, of one of my grandmothers, man. Every Saturday, she would call the house.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times on Saturday she would call early in the morning before, I get a chance to go outside. So I used to answer the phone. And it was the same thing. Because we didn't have caller ID back then.
Mm-hmm.
So you just took a chance.
So she sort of like a Jehovah's Witness. You got called on Saturday morning.
Every
She's like,
Saturday.
Yeah.
"Oh."
Yeah. And then the thing is, when I answered, I said, hello. And then she was, say, hey, baby, you know who this is? Damn. Be mad because gotta go. I say, yeah.
We got one comment. Shari Gigi says,
Granny,
Granny,
she
that's
said,
one.
I'm a granny. That's what I'm
Hey,
talking
what up,
about.
Gigi?
And it's in the. Is that what Gigi means?
Granny.
Does it mean granny?
Granny.
You
Yeah.
know you can call in too.
Call
The
in.
number is scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
We would love to hear
It's-
some
was
of the
not scrolling,
principles that your grandma.
but,
taught.
It's gonna be up there one day.
oh yeah.
Tonight. We talking to the engineer,
You,
y'all.
you know what I loved. What I loved
I wasn't
about my
finished.
grandma. We
I said I
would,
wasn't finished. So I ain't finished my story.
Go ahead.
So when I would say, yeah, I know who this is, she would ask me, who is it? Grandmama.
I ain't one of your little freaks.
Why you say it like that?
I ain't one of your little freaks. I ain't one of your side
But the thing I say that because the thing is, we back then we thought they were gonna be around for a long time, and so, and then of course when she left, those are the calls you miss. Of course with the knowledge and the stories and the advice and all of that, so. These kids don't know nothing about that because these nicknames, they ain't calling like that.
Well, the values aren't passed down. Like
Right.
the grandma used to see something in the young
Absolutely.
ladies and could kind of reel it back in before they got too far.
But grandma accepted being grandma.
Right.
And
yeah.
that was pivotal because some of us don't necessarily care to even be called
No, it was
Mr.
it was an honor
of
to
us
be
Mhm.
the grandma.
Yeah.
And grandmamas looked like grandmama back then.
Yeah, they did.
These grandma, you don't know the grandma
Yeah.
from the mama.
Right.
Yeah, because she
That's true.
probably got on some
Stirrups,
some,
Man,
yoga
some
pants.
inappropriate dress attire
cheeks
for
out.
grandma.
Hey, sometimes
You know,
grandma.
my grandma used to have a moo in the
Yeah,
garage.
it is.
But I think that comes from
That moo
Cooking for some good food.
that moo.
But I
Now
think
you
when
might
having
see her in a BBL and
got them cheeks
and a
out.
bikini.
when you young as a mom, sometimes when you might be a young grandma. But the wisdom isn't necessary. You might have a young body, but don't have an old brain. Don't have
Right.
an old mature mentality.
Yeah, that
And as we
with some of these, that wisdom, that dumb is there, but that wisdom is gone.
It's more about the spirit. You know what I mean? The spirit of
You
it.
said
That dumb is
the
there.
whiz is there, but
No, that dumb is gone.
the dumb
Dumb is there, but the whiz is
ain't.
gone.
right.
The dumb.
Some of the things that our grandparents would pass down to us was certain principles, and
Yeah.
certain principles were certain fundamentals that we would live by, that would also kind of gauge our moral compass, our values, and help guide us through the life that they've
Yeah.
already, or the age that they've already been through.
Mhm.
So to have our grandma, or even to have our mom
Right.
talk to us, I think for those of you that are watching, do share, do talk to your parents and your grandparents, and have your children talk to them, because I think it is pivotal right now in the season that we live in to get some more principles to help gauge the moral compass of the younger people, because sometimes we can't talk to them and they get upset and grumpy. But hopefully you talk to Mima or Nana or whatever you want to call her,
Mhm.
they take on a different light, even though they'll say the same things that we would teach our children.
Let me tell you another thing that's missing, and I've witnessed this myself from my mom, who's a grandma. They don't discipline
No,
the babies.
my mom
My mama
that
used
console.
to whoop us.
What?
Whoop us. She ain't touched.
What?
And mama ain't touched and grandkid at all.
Nah,
They can run to her.
Yeah.
She gonna protect. Get back
Period.
here,
Yeah.
baby. I got you.
period.
They ain't
And one
gonna
time I
touch you.
played dead. The first day I got glasses, mom's whooped me. I played dead. She brought me back.
Yeah.
No, mine did it. So my grandparents did it, and and probably like the new grandmothers. Really
I'm talking
don't.
about these,
We had a weeping willow in our front yard, and just the fear of going to get a switch off of
That
there.
switch.
because it was easy to get a switch.
Yeah.
The limbs would bend
Right.
over.
It was
Hand
already
to you,
ready.
Yeah.
It was already
Yeah.
ready. So
Thick.
That part, I had the quintessential grandmother, our grandparents. The grandfather that was stern and teach you to drive and everything. Because this is the time where I think Black people use the village to raise
Right.
their children.
Yeah.
In a true fashion, because my dad was busy with business, and sometimes your parents are busy with business, and this is the beauty of when grandparents step in,
Right.
and they're just as good as parents to me. That's why they put the grand on there, grandparents. I just love the way her soft, gentle nature would guide me. You know what I mean? She had so many. My grandmother was from New Orleans, so she spoke a little bit broken French, and a lot of times at that time I didn't know what the words meant.
Mhm.
Like je ne sais quoi, I probably learned that when I got older. She said you have a certain. She was pouring into me, and you got to get the grandparents that do pour into you with that tough love,
Mhm.
And she poured into me so much that I would like that lasts to this day.
Right.
So with that being said, are there any for all you guys, are there any sayings or principles that you were taught that you still kind of live by, that you can reflect on now and say, you know what, that stuck with me? Are there any?
Well, I've
you
just
guys?
mentioned je ne sais quoi.
That's why I said
that I didn't know what it was. It was French, but she would say broken. When she was talking about my dad's wife or my mother being pregnant, she would say broken side. So it was a lot of different stuff, but
Mhm.
don't accept no wooden nickels stick out as well as je ne sais quoi. Don't accept no wooden nickels. And if you study, the wooden nickels were, like given in sharecropper days, like taken from man. It's a whole history, but
I
owe you.
Yeah,
we just share that now. Wooden nickels are IOU.
And
from your master, whoever you got your crops from,
it can be redeemed
your crops too
from that farm.
Yeah,
basically.
But only there, but it wasn't really worth much because he's the same person that gave you the seed to plant it. So he'll give you a.
So basically, he was playing you.
Yeah, he was playing you. So I owe you.
Yeah, so that's why she would say, "Don't accept no wooden nickels."
Yeah. What about you guys? You guys have any?
I mean, I think they came through. I used to hear my mom say different things, and I know she got it from her mom and grandmother. And as a kid coming up, one of them that was just I use to this day. Boy, you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. And
what does that mean to you?
And as a young person, I just used to think and try to figure that out. Well, of course I know my ass from a hole in the ground. But like Kanoom said, it's a plethora of just different cliches and sayings that they used to say, man, and it was, to even remember a lot of them, you don't hear that. Fairly mitten.
Say what?
Fairly mitten. That was another one.
Fair to mitten.
That's what they asked. How you feeling?
I'm good.
Yeah.
From the bottom, fair to middling.
Yeah. So
now, I slapped the black off your ass is not a principle. Granny didn't teach you that. She told you that because you fucked up.
Well, but shit,
it's a saying. You asked about a saying.
It was something that she would do. Yeah. I'll knock your ass in the next week.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you recall anything that?
Yeah, I recall my grandmother passing away when I was 6 months. Well, I didn't grow up with my grandma,
right.
I have a bunch of family members in a village that raised me, and I had a mom who was very active, and I guess I had the benefit of experiencing real love as a kid, and that encompassed discipline, verbal love, you know what I mean, and providing the best that she could. Those things too stick out a lot more, and those are things that are missing. Like a lot of people would just pawn their kids off on somebody else to go enjoy themselves. Yeah, we didn't experience that.
One thing that my grandmother got me, and it helped me with my moral compass, was when she once said something to the effect of, "Clean your room first. I'm up. I'm cooking. What's your role? What are you going to do for the house? So do something for home first." And that carried with me because it made sure that even certain things that came to pass, like, hey, you can't pour from an empty cup, made more sense. Take care of you first. It's just like, take care of you first. Take care of home first, and then go outside and play with your friends. But you're going to take care of home first. And that helped me a lot.
Yeah.
It helps you with your principles, help you with your moral compass.
I think the Jen, if you're watching the way they move, because it's the saying, like, you don't do as I say, you do as I do.
That was a principle, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So in watching my grandparents move, even my grandfather, he told me, like, now having a job is fine, but having your own business might be a little better. Whichever you choose, even though he worked a job, he let me understand, like, having your own, it's probably a little greater, but I'm gonna let you decide that. I'm gonna let you see how, I see my grandfather go to work every day. I never see my grandmother work. Her main job was tilling at home. That's where she was working at. She made sure we was well fed, house was clean, kept, and those traditional roles that women, and that's probably why how I am is how I am.
How are you?
Where I like a traditional woman. and
in
it's
today's time.
more.
Me too, Trev. I mean, not Trev, but
Yeah, I don't know. He just trying to,
I was giving you your
circumvent my words.
I was giving you your
Just
props.
leave my stuff alone. Just leave it where it is, brother.
Sorry.
You don't have to add to it.
Don't be sweeping over here on his porch.
Sorry.
I think he's trying to say that you ain't gonna find
A traditional woman.
No, I wasn't saying that. I was saying that you're trying to find a traditional woman in today's time.
And that might be the case.
I think
it
you
might
go. I
be.
think you
I
go.
think
Nah, you
find
they
it.
out there.
I
think you
believe
can
I
find
will,
it.
but if Trevor believes I won't, we're gonna leave it at Trevor's. Trevor can have his words. But someone that I dated, and they said your grandmother, your big mama spoiled you, and I was like, how did her mom? She spoiled me. She just taught me how a woman should treat me. Is that spoiling me? She did. I don't know. I don't want to call it spoiling. She showed me by her actions how a woman should treat you. My grandfather wanted for nothing, and I had the pleasure of watching it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of my grandmother. The delight of her life was sliding a plate in front of you, watching you eat it with so much joy and delight. That gave her
rewarding.
So that gives
That's
you the
gratifying.
audacity to dream and know what you want and accept less, not to accept less. Basically.
What it
Well
teaches
put.
me, because if we think about it, in those times when my grandparents were flourishing, our families were flourishing. This is what the part that really resounds to me. The black family, the nuclear family, was flourishing when our grandmothers were doing whatever, our grandfathers were doing whatever they did to hold the family together. Nowadays, man, I was looking at the statistics. They were saying in between the 1950s, 1975, 70% of African American children had both families.
Have both parents.
They had both parents in the household. Thank you, EP. And now it's only like 30%.
Yeah.
And we wonder why we're suffering from some of the things that we're suffering from.
That's by design, but I get it.
Yeah, but when we talk about grandma, said they didn't allow that infiltration within the family as much as we allow it today.
You know, it's another thing that's missing is we used to sit at the dinner table at the same time, and guess what? We couldn't eat until we did what?
Prayed.
No, prayed,
Wash
but
your
also
hands.
we all had a Bible verse.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had to recite
Tight. Yeah.
a verse, and not the shortest one in the Bible, which is Jesus wept. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you. Okay, well, why did he weep?
Right.
Or did you even know what meant?
Well,
Especially
yeah.
then, I didn't know that what meant that
Nah.
he past tense of crying.
Yeah.
So it made us value at least the word a little bit, because it was just little by little that we were fed.
Yes.
And don't ask. Look, here's another one. Don't ask to go nowhere during the whole week if you didn't go to church on Sunday. Oh, you sick?
Or
Okay, you
outside.
don't. Yeah, you go. Oh, outside. None of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was somewhere then.
Man,
outside was the only place
outside
we was
was-
going. Okay, you can't go. Okay, don't trip. You ain't
Can't
gotta
go
go,
to
but you
church.
ain't going outside the
You
whole
ain't
week.
going outside.
I found my shoe, mama. I found
And we respected it.
Spirituality was instilled.
it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Our
a
relationship
choice.
with God.
We went to
Yeah.
church together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Not
I didn't realize until about 8 months ago that some families didn't eat together. And that kind of threw me
You didn't
back.
notice till when?
About 8 months ago. I thought everybody prayed and ate together.
You talking about in today's time or back in the day?
No. I found out 8 months ago. A few people said that. Like they don't eat together. And I'm like, so everybody fend for self? I'm like,
That's very prevalent
was-
nowadays.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have a comment?
That's you want to read it?
Mm-mm.
That was Belinda. It went away, so I don't even want to.
We can bring it back.
Yeah.
Oh, you brought it back.
Damn.
I
YouTube.
want to be like Kanoom's big mama. Stay home and take care of the house. This is to Kevin. A message to Kevin.
Mm-mm.
I want to stay home, take care of the house, and be present and available for my husband, children, grandchildren. I'm ready for that now.
Hint.
Well, she already got the damn moo-moos.
She got the,
She got
Hey,
a-
this is not the show for that. This is not the show for that.
she
You
got-
don't be throwing shots at Belinda on the show.
She got him in. She got him in all colors.
Belinda, you better get you some teddies, baby.
We got them too, man.
You better get you some teddies, baby.
So you working on it? She
work,
already
yeah,
the
you got the
uniform.
moo-moos.
Got the
Yeah.
moo-moos and the
Yeah.
rest is
If you want to hold this teddy bear, you better get some teddies.
So let me ask you this: would you be prepared to take care of a woman that can stay home?
Am I prepared at this moment? Absolutely not.
Mhm. You got to get there.
Absolutely.
You gotta get
but
there.
you want the, okay.
You got to
No,
get there.
No. I'm saying, especially in the times, my grandfather didn't have 2 luxury cars parked in the driveway.
Right, yeah.
He might have had one,
Mhm.
and then the other one was
work.
something that I would drive when I got old enough. I would drive my job was to drive my grandmother around, and I'm going shopping, baby. They tricked me.
So,
That's how I learned how to
Damn near
drive
jalopy.
early,
yeah.
so I could take my grandmother
you're right.
around to shopping excursions or whatever.
so in order to get the wife that we can take care of, we got to put ourselves in a position to be able to.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's if you're looking for the $1 million home and 2 $80,000 luxury cars in the driveway, I don't think a traditional woman would be looking for that from her husband. If you got even if you had one car, because hey, I can use the car, I can Uber to work, or you can use the car if you got something to do. It's modern women want here
Mhm.
instead of traditional women.
Mhm.
They could settle for
Mhm.
So
the one car.
So you'd be willing to have the traditional woman, right?
Yes.
Like so are we able, especially with this economy, are we able to afford a traditional woman to stay home and take care of?
This is what my grandfather always told me. The house note, the car note, and everything, you should be able to take care of that on your salary. If she chooses to work, that's just extra.
My mom said the same thing.
He said, never go beyond, and just living at your means, not going
Right.
way beyond your means.
Right.
If you want a Birkin bag and all your stuff got to be Gucci in the closet,
Mhm.
that's not really a trip. That's more of a modern woman's kind of
Right.
lifestyle.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
I
My
agree.
grandmother, she had nice stuff. I didn't know the name of it, but she dressed very
It was
nice. She dressed me very nice. And in those times, they would sew you a bomb outfit.
That makes
It's a
the
difference
difference.
now.
So it.
Yeah.
She,
Yeah.
she a modern woman, she want to go to the mall
Right.
and go get
Yeah.
or to the Gucci store, or go get a Birkin bag.
Right.
They didn't have those
Unrealistic.
unrealistic
Right.
expectations.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? So I could say someone that has realistic expectations, yes,
Yeah.
We can work
there
on
we
that.
Go. There we go.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I'm
we could work on that.
definitely with you on that.
Right.
If you
Yeah.
want a Phantom, I don't even know what a Phantom.
And
Wanna-
with the Rolls Royce, a Phantom.
Ah,
Yeah.
Let me say this: I would love to provide that type of lifestyle, but can you help me build to that to where we could
That part.
Because it's still gonna take
we
both.
can be in a financial
Right.
we can have a
Windfall.
financial
Yeah.
advantage that will work for us. that would allow you to stay home.
Mhm.
And I don't even want you to stay home and clean. I want to get you a housekeeper and a driver. So you can have a car and a driver and somebody to do the chores. But can you help me cultivate that?
Let me get to that.
Well, I don't want her
The
to be.
desire is
I don't
there.
want her to be lazy.
No, it ain't about lazy, but I want a big enough.
I hear what you're saying. The car and all, you know that, but
But,
like
but
the
with that
cooking
comes
and-
trips and all kind of other stuff.
but
too.
see, and that's
That
the
would,
thing. Just like what Canoon was just saying, you know, all of that. It really takes a certain amount of income to
But
sustain
if you got
that.
somebody that's wise and
Yes.
If you got
Yes.
somebody, and that's
Yeah.
fine.
out of
I
the,
get, I get
outside
that.
of the rat
That.
race
And
and figure out a way
and-
to where
Yes.
you can financially
And
plan
I
that is
understand
very
That's
that.
a help
doable.
me.
and
That's
it's-
to help me.
That's exactly
help,
what I'm
help,
saying.
help me meet that goal.
And
But I gotta have the goal.
and I understand that. But to be able to where you pulling in all of that, because the thing is, I'll piggyback off what he said. Because the thing is, I want some money left over
Savings.
on my money. You know what I'm saying? What I'm working towards. I don't want all of it to go to bills or car note or house note or trips. I want my own account as well. So I know what it takes, you know, because I'm spending all my money on taking care of the household and everything. And now I'm sitting over there looking at you.
You saying you want your own account?
Well, I mean, we have ours together, but what I'm saying is I started doing things at a young age because I didn't like asking my mom for no money. And I'm not going to say they were all legal or correct, but that's how I always been. I want my own money. So
when
you
you,
know-
you got married, you forfeited that. I'm
no,
sorry,
no,
brother.
no, I didn't.
You
No,
forfeited
no,
that.
no, no.
Have your own
No,
money.
that's bullshit. Like that little white boy, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit,
You don't have no own money no more.
bullshit,
Your
bullshit,
money go to the
bullshit.
family now.
bullshit, bullshit. Canoe. If my money is taking care of the home, I can have some leftover, brother.
No, they exhaust all of that.
No. Like I said, you got that little boy on Instagram? I mean, on social media? Bullshit. You know that little white boy? That's no.
But
If
listen,
that's what you allow, it's like I said. We already know. Taking care of a home, that's gonna cost. But I don't have to exhaust every single penny that I make into the home. That's taken care of. That's done. The rent done. The car note done. All of that's done. So, but I still have money to what I can do. I may want to go buy me some shoes. I don't want to come to her and ask her, well, babe, give me some money so I can go get me some shoes. No, I'm not doing that. I don't operate like that. I'm not
well, back
asking
in the
her
day-
for anything financially.
back in the day,
I
My-
will.
I
I don't do it.
if she's great with money, I don't think my grandfather bought his clothes after.
I'm sure he
time.
didn't back then. My
She-
dad used to bring home and give my mom the check.
Oh, see, you didn't even let me finish. She would. I don't know how this woman would take this check
Is
and she somehow multiplied it. I don't know how she had a trick in her brassiere where it
They all
you
do.
know I don't know, she came out with more money than she put in, and
That was
she
the
was
savings.
the
invested.
women back then, they were much more resourceful,
Right.
and they
With a
would
lot
have
less.
ways of saving
lot
and everything
less.
like that. So when she returned something greater, I'm like, wow,
Mhm.
this is amazing.
Because I think of that now. Like back even when we were teenagers, like, man, mom. And you think back and
How
look
did you
at
do it?
how right,
That's what I was.
This-
right.
The one thing that I can explain that and hopefully give you some clarity. Miles Monroe once said, "The woman is the incubating male. She's the fertilizing male," according to Pastor Hosea Collins. She fertilizes it. So whatever seeds you plant in her, she will return it back to you multiplied. So if you give a woman a groceries, she will return to you a meal. If you give her a house, she will return to you a home. If you give her grief, she'll return hell. Right? So women naturally, because of some of their assets, they incubate what you give them. And even biblically, when you've given the right woman, a wifey spirit
will take
a wifey spirit,
you put into
not a female, a wifey spirit. She's
going
to return it to you.
Right. Yeah. But
because
she had a savings and a checking.
My grandmother Brazier held everything. Do you hear me?
We are a lump sum of the company we keep. And the person closest to us is, or should be, or ought to be, our wives.
Mm-hmm.
So now we should be a reflection of the company we keep, and vice versa. So now your wife may see, honor, and respect you and give you peace. So within that encompasses, or that's one of the characteristics of giving you peace. Baby, if you got the money, you can trust and assure that I'm going to fill whatever void that you have, and I'm going to budget it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's probably one of the reasons why Nana was able to help with orchestrating that, because her organizational skills. And that's one of the characteristics of a lot of wifely spirited women.
And the thing is of course we look for that, Trev. And I'm not saying that they can't. That's how it should be. But at the same time, I want to be able to go, whether it's in my drawer, in the Crown Royal bag, or whatever it may be.
That's the type of woman we need to pick.
Or what I'm saying as far as my feud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all of that you said, correct. But at the same time, I want to be able to go reach in my pocket if I want to go spend $200 or $300.
Why would you not? That's what
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
I don't know if we were ever meant for you to give every single
Right. That's
thing.
Okay.
Never was a point.
Okay.
Nah, I don't,
All right. Well, I'm just making sure.
No.
I'm just making sure.
Trevor, just read it.
Just read it.
You guys were talking. I didn't want to cut you
Well,
off.
okay. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, with this
You
silence
never have
and sign language, you
You
did.
don't normally have problems. with
This
cutting
did
us off.
yeah, and you just did
Why-
it in sign
why
language. That's
the
all. That's the only
hesitation now?
difference.
Why the hesitation?
You still
now?
did it because you made all of us look.
Exactly.
I was just, what the fuck? Come on, like, anyway, look. Society breeds such mentality. It's about both parties and understanding our roles, supportive and knowing when necessary is necessary. Push and pull, damn it. Push and pull.
Push and pull.
Can you please share with us, or better yet, call in? The number should be
Can't
running
call
on
in.
the-
She can't call in.
Okay. We would love to have some clarity with that,
the
because
push
I
and
think
pull.
that could be interpreted. Yeah, that could be interpreted
Yeah,
in a lot of different ways.
The ebb and the flow.
Back to
The yin to the yang.
But okay, so back to the principles. So a principle would be, again, you are the company you keep, right?
Mhm,
Would that be a
mhm.
principle?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the principle, whether it be your friends, whether it
Right.
be the person that you choose to live your life with, that is important. What do you guys think about that? And how important is that to you, Urban? We can start with you. How important is that to you? You are the company you keep.
Very important.
Very.
Okay.
That's why he hang around you.
That's a blessing.
Exactly.
Oh no! According to last week's video that went damn near viral, we'll talk about that later though.
You did a video?
Man, Irvin said,
He set you up at the shop. It was clean.
y'all just follow Irvin on
Okay.
Facebook, man. He said some things that was kind of like very uniquely comedic.
Okay.
So would you guys
Well,
say that?
I didn't know if he put an old video up from you from.
Would you,
No,
Kevin? Would you say that is a common sense kind
Man,
of a
it's-
question? You are the company you keep.
Well, I'll
These
piggyback
days-
off what he said.
These days,
I would say since it's not common,
Oh,
especially these days. I just told my youngest son that a few nights ago. I say, be mindful and be aware of the company you keep.
that's a principle.
Right. So if I'm telling him that, I'm making sure I do it. I didn't always do it. I had to get there. But at the same time, coming up, we really didn't have nobody to give us those instructions.
Yeah, we had to figure it out.
We had to figure it out.
Nowadays, those same lessons are detrimental.
Exactly.
It could be,
and it could, man, it can be,
It is.
It can be in a phone call in the wee hours of the night that you didn't want to receive. So I just told him that,
Okay.
and the thing
Was that
is,
the first time you told him?
no. But sometimes it depends on where that person may be
or what you see.
or what you right,
Yeah.
because he was getting ready to leave the house, and I told him, I said, man, come here. And he was like, Dad, I'm getting ready to leave. And something just moved me to, and I went and got the oil and I did the oil. I say, man, be mindful of the company you keep. And I'm not saying he's out there doing anything wrong, but I felt it was God that moved me to do that.
You had men intuition.
That part. And a lot of men,
intuition.
yeah, because a lot of men don't know that they have. We have it too. We just not
called
in, we just,
intuition.
right. We just not in. A lot of us is not in tune to it or tapped into
Yeah,
it.
tap in.
He ended up staying home. He didn't even leave. So all I want you to do is just, if you think, you see what I'm saying? So even if you left the next day, but you sat and you thought about what I said, not saying that you was on your way to go do anything wrong, but I had to let you know. So, oh yeah,
You
it's
planted a
huge.
seed. Kanoom, I got a question for you. Do you think that people over or around the generation of 35, do you think they follow that principle? And is it difficult?
The one that
from you are the
Kevin
company you keep at 35? Do you think a lot of 35-year-olds
Man.
probably follow that principle? Because for them it was like, is it common sense? But now at 35,
Man.
right? Let's just say that age bracket. Do you think they're on that page? You are the company you keep.
if they were never taught, then
No.
you got to learn by bumping your head.
Right.
And a lot of times they're never taught. But
Right.
if you had a grandma, parents, or whatever, that they will teach you. My grandparents picked my friends.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah, at a certain age, you stay in a certain neighborhood, and these people go down to the park and they come back a little lumped up. They done got jumped in and whatever. Okay, you no longer hanging out with him.
Right.
And my grandparents see it. Oh, he's
Uh-huh.
going down the wrong road.
Right.
You no longer hanging out with him. And for the most part, they were right.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They told me hang out with EP. You know what I mean? And I hung
We
out with
did
him.
that.
And hang out with Kevin. I
We did
hang
that.
out with the people at the church.
You
Yeah.
didn't mention my name at all. Okay.
You went
so-
to
Yeah,
church.
you
You
weren't
go to
at the
church.
You didn't go to church.
You were
So
here.
why would
exactly.
I don't know what church
I
you
didn't
were
go to
at.
your
Yeah,
church.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you went to Catholic church.
He went to Belizean Baptist.
He went to
Not-
Mother.
He went to Belizean Baptist.
Nah, he went
That's
to.
the church he went to.
He went to Mother of
He went
Sorrows.
to Belizean Baptist, and they talk different stuff at Belizean.
Yeah.
No, he went to
You know,
Catholic
okay.
church for real. And sometimes because he got
He
paid.
went to the
He got
Catholic.
paid recently. So
From the Catholic church.
Yeah.
No,
So, yeah,
okay.
that was benefit.
Yeah.
You're running this like
So
Suge Sharp.
so-
man. You running this Suge Sharp.
so he had one.
Okay, well, that
He
makes sense.
he had one of them
I know
flaps
you
on the
answered
back.
some of the questions. Yes,
He
sir.
had a
Same
flap
one.
on the back
Answered it,
of
yeah.
your pants, Trevor.
Like a long pajama.
Uh-huh.
What did you want to know?
The same question you asked us. You're not answering it for yourself. We want
Okay,
to know
I
your
think-
perspective.
Okay. I think that under 35, oftentimes the company that they keep is kind of irrelevant right now because I'm doing my thing. And sometimes when you're younger and
Under
you
35?
Or 35.
younger, under 30. Let's say under 30. Under 30 is kind of like I'm doing my thing. I'm getting it how I live. This is how it is.
Right.
Glamorous life and all that other shit. You know what I mean? So they want to hang out with people that are like that.
Right.
When you get to 35, they get a little bit more serious, and as a result, they say, you know what? I gotta shed some of this old skin because I gotta grow, right? And then some of the dumb shit that they did at 28, some people still paying for it. For one, for two. Right.
I think it
For
starts
two-
way before.
Oh, I'm glad you cut me off. So then when you
I thought it was a minor.
About
I thought
time
it was a
somebody
minor-
does it.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't know it was, I didn't know it was a
About time somebody does
monologue.
but you asked me.
I didn't know it was a monologue.
It's
I
not
thought it was a dialogue.
But I
But go
asked
ahead.
everybody different
I'll
questions.
wait till you finish. Go
You
ahead.
want me to
No,
answer the
wait,
questions?
wait,
And I
go
said,
ahead.
Irvin, I got a question for you. And you said,
Quickly.
Irvin, what do you think now? What do you think or believe about
He
when
always
someone
has
says
good
please or
questions. What
thank
is
you?
this?
I don't know.
What is
Suge
important?
Sharp. I don't know what he doing.
What is
Short sharp.
what's your view on please and thank you nowadays? Do you receive? Do you hear it? Is it important?
I hear it. I think it's all in the company you keep.
Right.
Because if the people don't have the common courtesy, I'm normally not around them or not around them long.
Right.
And if
Yeah.
somebody is young that I have a little influence over, I'm going to step up and say something.
Right.
And you got to realize, like, our grandparents really migrated from the South, really, right?
Mhm.
Where it
And
came
a lot of
from. Yeah.
and a lot of that Southern hospitality spilled over, at least in their generation. And then we somehow lost it.
Mm.
In the South, you couldn't go down the street without, hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah.
And
how
it's still
many-
that way.
And how many people really know their neighbors?
Right.
When I was younger, we knew
All of them.
everybody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, they got the whatever tree over there. You know what I mean? Your
Low
grandchildren,
Oh yeah.
they was over here raiding our tree.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well.
You get in trouble from the whole street.
Right.
Now the whole street is scared of the youth.
Yeah.
My grandmother
Oh, yeah.
would take her cane and she would whoop your tail with it
Right.
if you got out of if somebody came at her with some violence.
And that was the respect.
And
Respect
was a
if
lot
it
of
came in the
respect.
name, calling everybody Mr.
That
and Mrs.
exactly.
and telling the time of day.
And-
Good morning, good
right.
evening, good afternoon, good night.
The last name meant so much. It carried so much
Yeah.
back then. Now
Yeah.
it's oh, you know, such and such from
Yeah.
such and such hood.
Yeah.
And I speak on that because I tell them, see, that's why we still in the condition that we in.
Yeah.
Because the hoods have replaced the last name.
Well, we have to start off now. If we see a problem, we need to start off saying, because for my children, her friends will call me Mr. Graham
Right.
or Dad.
Right.
So it's either Mr. Graham or Dad, and it's like I'm doing that more and more so because I'm understanding the importance of that Mr.
Man.
and the relevance, and then
Man.
the please and the thank you kind of follows.
It's also, it just depends on, I agree with that to some degree, but sometimes it limits you from reaching that person because they put you in
Yeah.
such a
And it's-
distance
Right.
to where they don't think you could relate.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So some I get it, but some are enamored by the field that I'm in. So
Yeah.
I don't approach them as I'm Mr. Pope.
Right. Right. No, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
they might not be able to say something to you, but
Yeah.
they'll say something to me, and then they get
Right.
back and help heal the
Yeah.
village.
And
That's why it takes community.
you have to meet them where they are because they have yet to be where we are. So you absolutely right. Even in this field
That's because he's short. He
that
you gotta put the-
that I'm in,
I'm Mr.
you
Yeah.
you have to. I have to be pretty much on first name basis in order to make them feel that he's relatable. I can talk to him. You know, I can open up to him because it's about trust. So I get exactly what you're saying, E, and you dead on, bro.
Okay, so but
Can I-
my lens would also be that they would be honored for one of us to reach back and bring them up to our level. I came down to get you for one, to bring you to this level. Also, only when the student is ready to learn, should the teacher teach? So
I do.
sometimes you won't even reach them. Go ahead, Canal.
Go
I
ahead.
wanna and I know we land in this plane. So when landing this plane, I want to know, maybe you could give like some of the things that I think without people respected their elders just because they was elders, because that's the way they was taught.
Right.
Maybe nowadays people aren't taught to respect their elders. So in respecting our elders, even in my own family, like my younger siblings talk to my dad different than I do.
Than you do, yeah.
You know, because in at a certain time frame, it was embedded in us to honor and respect
Right.
your father and your mother, and your days shall be long upon this earth.
It was also discipline too.
Yes.
Right.
You
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah.
So it was, and I'm saying in those times, I want to go back. How can we bring some of that we had back then to the forefront now, so we can have the black family that we used to have?
Well,
Is that possible?
Implement it in your circle.
Yeah.
And don't look at trying to heal the whole world first. Heal your house, and then heal your block, and then heal your community, then heal your city, and then hopefully somebody else will appreciate the values that you are exhibiting, and they will do the same thing. But I think it starts on the small.
And then just like you saying, you're dealing with a different group of parenting. Some of them lost the morals of respect. So, and then a lot of the parents these days want to be a friend more than a parent, because they don't want the kid they don't want to upset the kid, or they don't want the kid upset with them. They're pleasing. They work every day to please that child,
And they're enabling.
the child.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. A lot of you females, I ain't gonna say women, a lot of the females is destroying these young men because you so ready to go hard in the paint when a teacher disciplined. Well, why? He told me you had him in a corner, or you sent him to the office. Why? You come up there and you elevate it before you even hear what happened. You so you more in tune on how it's delivered than what's being delivered, and that's all makes a difference. And this kid, she knows. Oh, I call my mom. And then you got some of these grandmothers that'll do the same thing. We'll never get back to that canoe until all of us accept accountability.
Yeah, because you used to have principals that would.
But you got everybody in the school scared.
Get in your tail.
Right, but you got everybody in the school scared.
They are. Thank you, Teach for America.
Right.
Yeah. It's been a great show.
It goes so
great
fast.
show, yeah.
I don't know. Let me check the time, because I think Keith be cheating us out of this hour. Just can't move that fast, man. Let's go. Let's fly by. Yeah, we got to talk to him off air. He got to show respect. He's the youngest one in the room.
We need to get some sound effects.
Yeah, we got to. Yeah. But he do a damn great, good job, though.
Yeah.
Mediocre at best.
Yeah. Say.
I think if bringing back the traditional, quintessential grandmother, you would have to be bringing back the traditional wife.
Man.
I mean,
Good point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mary wives, not belly backdrop bitches.
Not them big belly backdrop.
We want to have a child with someone that is capable of raising a child, not just having a baby.
Ooh, I'm so glad I got my tubes tied and burnt.
Until next week.
yeah, we go. Do not do that, Kevin.
Thank you guys. We'll see you in next.
No, he is
next
not on
weekend.
No, it's a joke. It was a job.
He just joking, y'all.
You got him done at the Wattel Foundation
Yeah,
too.
I have some aluminum foil at the end of them too.
Yeah, man.
WLC.
Put some aluminum